I focus the beam, Anakin, steady as a mannequin, standing stiff as the planet spin, camping in, out of your mind, woke in the ambulance, did his best in there with a champion.
Me being at events with him, me being in London with him, and if you wonder what I'm talking about, it's Alvo. I always hold, this entire time I hold Alvo to the highest standard, you know what I mean? He, to me at one point, not even at one point, but to see him at events, it made the event better for me. You know what I mean? So to see that footage, you know what I mean, resurface, I never saw it the first time, it just looked really bad. It looked very bad, you know what I mean? Disappointment as I'm watching it. And this is coming from a person that really rocks with Alvo 100%. Every time I go to LA, I check in with Alvo. You know what I mean? I definitely want to have a conversation with him off camera, as well as this, what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? On the phone and face to face. Just have, discussions. But I'm disappointed and I'm disgusted with 24/7. You know what I mean? I'm going to say Avocado's name, obviously, but I'm going to keep saying 24/7's name because he is a teacher. And to have him, he seemed very comfortable saying what he was saying. He seemed very comfortable saying what he's saying. I understand Alvo did laugh, and that's bad. It's just... because it makes you wonder, when the cameras is not on, what happens. Right. You know what I mean? And
that's exactly it.
It's just very sad for me to see how y'all feel.
And more?
Well, sorry, I was in the middle of sharing a stream. Frustrated, disappointed, I think is definitely the best word. Mm-hmm. But I also feel, kind of personally offended. I'm not a URL battler, which is what the comment was, but I'm friends with some of them. So I want to take a shot, just a moment.
But let's be honest before I let you go. It's not even about you. URL. It's black.
Right.
It's
right.
just
based on
black.
race.
Yeah, based on race.
Yeah. But I want to take a second and shout out Tay Rock, New Jersey Twerk, Danny Myers, some of the black fathers that are URL battle rappers who we know are taking care of their kids, who we know are doing the things that they need to do. And obviously there's plenty more. Rest assured, I couldn't name every single one of them, but that's the point. Yeah. That comment by 24/7 was, I mean, it's really inflammatory. And the Alvo that I know. Yeah.
You got to preface everything with that. The Alvo that I know. You know what I mean? I
feel like the Alvo I know would have checked it. Like, yo, I watched the entire 26-minute video.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. I went back. I wanted to make sure I'd seen what I don't...
Right. Because context is key.
It's taken out of context.
Yeah, I'm like...
Right.
It's like, you know what I mean? The comments made, and then you see the toast, and it's like, well, is that what actually happened? I mean, yeah, it was. It definitely happened like that. Sorry. But yeah, so I think that the way things are right now, just with today's climate, it's a bad look. And I've been personally conflicted. Like, on one hand, it's like, yo, you gotta go. Like, sorry, because if you sit at the table with people making those comments, and even if you're not the one making them and you don't agree or whatever, if you're laughing along and basically co-signing it, it's just as bad as saying it. It really is. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. So there's that side of it. But then it's also, Alvo was clearly drinking in that video, and Alvo has said himself. Yeah, but I mean,
if I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say this. You know what I mean? He was clearly in his right mind at that time.
Right.
You know what I mean? I will say this though. I've seen change from Alvo in the past 6 years, but then it's like change from what? I thought it was sobriety.
Right.
So I guess this is the person that he was in 2014 to the person he is now.
Yeah.
I
also have I mean, I'm gonna just say it straight up, like a serious issue with his apology video and something that he said. And I watched it twice.
I haven't seen that in its entirety. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I did. And in his apology video, he says more than once that his good friend made these comments. His good friend. And I'm wondering...
That's in 24/7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are y'all still good friends? Like, at this point. You know what I mean? Because if at that point in time, once that resurfaced, for me, it would be like, well, if that's still your friend, then I'm sorry. In my mind, what do y'all talk about? When the battle event is over, when you leave that URL event with those URL battle rappers, when you go home and you're calling your friend, hey, yeah, I just made X amount of dollars, what are y'all talking about? Like, so I'm curious about that. But other than that, you know, as a black father, it just was, it was wild, man. It's seriously disappointing. It's something that I had, when I saw the clipped video going around, the edited one, it's like, I need to see this in its entirety. I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah.
So
I'll give my quick little spiel, because
Okay.
I feel like as a guest in this culture too, I appreciate everybody kind of, you know, supporting me throughout all this too. And for the past years with PG bloggers and all that stuff, like I've never come into contact with anybody that I've disrespected, and you guys can vouch for me, and you guys know me. And you guys know me in battle rap. You don't really know too much of me outside of this. And I'll speak for myself. I don't really know Alvo outside of battle rap. I don't know how much people know Alvo outside of battle rap. Even if you're a battle rapper, are you hanging out? Are you eating dinner with it? Are you breaking bread with him? Are you watching TV with him? Do you know his family? Like, I knew he was from Colorado, but until he mentioned it, I forgot. I thought he was from LA. You know, like a lot of people don't know where people are from.
Yeah.
So like you do, like that's why I keep my personal distance with a lot of people in the culture, because I don't really, I like to keep to myself. I'm with my small circle, you know. So am I disappointed? Am I sickened by it? Is it irrefutable? All the above. And I can't excuse what he said. I can't excuse what he said at all. I don't support or co-sign anything that he said. It's irrefutable at this point. The only thing that I can say is I stand with y'all, and you know, like I'm here to support whatever you guys need and want. And I know I'm a guest in this culture, you know, so I kind of cherish every second that I have to be in front of this camera, to be in front of my camera, to be at any event. I still look up to everybody, including you. Like I'm happy to be here. So to hear that coming from, of all people, like Avocado, it was just extremely disappointing, to say the least. I would like to, you know, I don't really know Avo personally, but even just to have a conversation with him is important. Just to kind of talk to him man to man. So that's how I feel.
Okay.
I'm
gonna say this too before we can move on. I'll give us another like a good 5 minutes. I seen a video. I forget. Was it a? Y'all can correct me in the chat too if I'm wrong. Or y'all can let me know which comedian it was. It was a comedian with two other white guys, right? And one of the guys said the N-word. Immediately, the guy in the middle correct him, like, no, why would you say that? It doesn't make sense. What satisfaction you get by saying
Kramer
that?
from Seinfeld,
Was
right?
it that?
Yeah.
This
was years ago.
Yeah,
right?
it was years
Years
ago.
Yeah.
I would have just wanted that from...
Right.
That's the Alvo I envisioned.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That was my
Kramer
expectation.
doing that, that's my expectation when I saw that video. And to not get that, it's a bad look. It's a very bad... I want to see, you know what I mean? Because then he does have connections. And I feel like discussion should be had on and off camera. I want to talk to him. I'm going to talk to him because I consider him, you know what I mean, somebody that I see every event. I rock with him heavy. Right. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I rock with him heavy. Like, he was the golden standard. Like I'm going to keep it a buck with you before this. He was that guy. I come in, I shake his hand. I rock with him on that level. But I want to see B-Dot and Geechee Gotti have a conversation on and off cam.
I'd like Oops too.
That's fair.
Oops too. Yes.
Yeah, because I know that Oops has a relationship with him. I know that, you know, I think that you just need some people who I think will hold him accountable.
Yeah.
I've seen the tweets. I've seen, you know, people going at Geechee, and that's a hard one because I don't know their relationship. I know that they rock with each other, but I don't know their personal relationship. So hopefully, you know, we do get to have that conversation. And it's tough because on one hand, it's like it doesn't have to be a public conversation, but then again, it does because of the magnitude. And just 2 days ago, the entire culture was
back. Yeah.
Bro,
and think about it, you may not see like a lot of times, Jay Black, where's the video? People know I do have some power in this culture. I'm behind the scenes on the phone. Yo, what's going on? Why can't we involve him this way? So I'm doing my job at the end of the spectrum.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we was fighting hard for him.
Right.
And it's a real bad look, man. It's a little different for me. It's not because, again, a lot of people, they don't get to meet. I met him and what's his name? Body Bag Bagman or something like that? The other guy that was reading off the bars.
Okay.
I met him.
Okay.
You know, so I was with 2 of the guys in the video.
Okay.
I did not meet 24/7.
Right.
You know, I did not meet 24/7. It wasn't that energy with me.
Right.
It wasn't that vibe with me. It was all love.
The thing is, the other guy in the video, I mean, again, when you watch the full video,
He was uncomfortable.
yeah, he was the one that was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, at that point where, you know, the toast is made, it's like, even
He looked at the camera like,
yeah, like, what are y'all doing? Like, and that was the reaction that I would have expected from Alvo, and then checking them or removing yourself.
Have we gotten like a statement, so to speak, from 24/7 at all?
no,
Like,
no. But see, that's the problem.
People are looking
We
for
keep talking about, again, we got to hold Avocado accountable.
Right.
Obviously, even he said that in his video.
Right.
We got to talk about 24/7.
Yeah.
Though. He's a teacher.
Right.
He's a teacher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what we doing?
Yeah.
We got to figure it out, man. But again, love to see Geechee Gotti, Alvo. You know what I mean? B. Dot definitely, and Oops. And the thing about it too, there's videos out there of Alvo speaking on race.
Yeah.
And he's very supportive.
Yeah.
He understands it. So this is a bad situation, man. I ain't gonna keep it about it because it's a bad situation. I feel uncomfortable talking about it. You know what I mean? But it's something I feel like, because I've talked about race and battle rap before. I think in 2017 and in 2018, because, you know, certain people have said different things. You know what I mean? I guess that's okay now too. You know what I mean? Y'all overlook that, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, people do grow, but I would love acknowledgement. Let's say if he was ahead of it. Let's say 2015, 2016, when he's making the change. Like, okay, this is me in the past, y'all. I do not like the man I was. I think that'd have been dope, but it's blinds. I was literally on caffeine playing some video games, bro.
Yeah.
My chat blew up. Oh, what's going on? Black, you're not gonna talk. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And to see this is definitely, it's a bad one.
Yeah,
man.
it was shocking.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Dree is here. Give me 1 second. We're gonna turn the cameras off. Dree, you can take a seat now. Let's get Dree's thoughts. All right. You good, Mr. Heaven? All right, yo, Dree's in the fold. Dree, how you feel about the situation? Have you watched it? I know you like me. You like outside of the culture. We don't dabble too much in.
No, sir.
You didn't see it?
First, I've seen like bits of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This dropped while I was at work. I am a 9 to 5 man.
Yeah.
First of all, glad to see you fellas back.
Hey, man, how you feeling?
Hey, what's up, Dre? What's up?
Be back with you
Good to
fellas.
see you.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure y'all hit all the wickets that I'm probably about to say.
Yeah, everybody's saying the same thing. That's
Pretty. It's
Right.
like
everybody's saying the same thing.
basically at the end of the, like we're hurt.
Mhm.
Everybody's hurt. Like when you see Avocado, you would have never expected nothing like this. Like to be said, it's just like the rise and fall overnight. This is like literally.
That's how battle works, though.
The highest to highs to the lowest to
Yeah,
lows.
it happens.
And like this was the epitome of that.
But like, this
And think about it too. Everybody gets
Make
canceled.
up for it.
Everybody gets canceled. Everyone gets canceled, but this is a different type of cancellation.
this
It's
is
like, dang.
good, especially for it to surface in the time like we're in now.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean, timing was.
During the Bucks walking out, like
Yeah, during
Yo.
literally during what
Kyle
was-
Rittenhouse. I want to have
Crazy.
those conversations. I know y'all love
Crazy.
battle rap, but like I want to have those conversations. Like,
for it to
but y'all not
happen.
gonna be entertained by that, and that's what it's about, I guess. You know what I mean? Because that's ridiculous. That's what really pisses me off.
Talk about
Go ahead.
irrefutable.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
though.
for I mean like this one is gonna be like real hard to come back from. You know what I'm saying? I don't like what was said in the video from what I did see. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak on the whole video. I didn't see the whole thing. But it's just hard to like. It's hard to accept after this, you know, and just move on. This is one of those things that's just hard to be like, no, just brush it off, and then, you know, usually things just okay. This happened this week.
Next week,
something
it's not that.
This is not that.
Not the way the world is today.
No. Like it's gonna be like extremely difficult to come back from this if he do come back. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's an underlying issue to a big issue that's going to be bubbling up every time. Like every week, something's going to happen. Like next time somebody dies, they're going to bubble back to this. Oh man, but wasn't you back then saying this?
Exactly.
That's what's going to happen.
I'll just leave it at this. I don't agree with what was said in the video. I don't agree with Avocado just sitting there just letting it be said, being as though after all these years, you know, you're around this culture, and you know, we all showed you love, welcomed you in with open arms. But I'm not saying like. I'm not mad at anybody's point of view for this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody feel how they feel individually. That's not up to me. Yeah. My whole thing is like I'm not just gonna like if I say how I feel. If I speak to him and I tell him how I feel, then that's that. I'm not just gonna keep bashing him day by day by day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I think of it from a standpoint where it's like Avocado never faced this much adversity. I don't think that I know of.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's probably could be tough to deal with if this is like
all at once, all
at once, and this your first time receiving this much.
He's never been canceled before.
Never.
Right. I've been canceled 27 times, but you know.
Never. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that take a real big shot at your mental health. At the end of the day.
You know it does. It hits you.
It is gonna be harder than sobriety. It's right up there.
I'm just hoping for those that still care for Alvo. That's still, you know, that's always around Alvo. Just keep an eye out for Alvo because I don't want anything to happen to him. I don't want him to, you know. Yeah. I don't want any of that to happen to him. You know, it's all about his mental health at the end of the day. Yeah.
What I do want to happen to him is to sit down with B. Dot, Geechee Gotti, and Oops. You know what I mean? I really want that. You know, let that be. If there's ever another video, let that be the video that it's you know what I mean. Let that be the video.
Because like at the end of the day, if you bashing him and then something happens to him, then that's just on your conscience.
Oh, that's a fact.
At the end of the day, that's just going to be on your conscience, no matter how you felt at the moment. If something were to happen, then you know.
All right. Yeah. I guess the thing is, what happens next? So he had like. What happens? I mean, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, it was cancel caffeine, cancel URL because they don't have Alvo. Now this comes out, it's cancel Alvo. What happens 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line? Like as far as...
I mean, that's for the culture to decide.
Conversations have to happen.
Yeah, conversations.
Okay. And then based on that, then maybe who's ever, you know, making decisions can make their decision.
All right, people, you know what I mean? Anybody in the chat, what's going on? How y'all feel about it real fast?
Watch me get it in, scrape the side, get the extra grams, bring me extra bands, effing in, this my bestest friend. Nigga, let's begin. Stephen A, I got all the clips, this ESPN.